I'm a very emotional person, so I'm going to try to control myself so that I can make my speech. You see, it's interesting to me that he is coming at the time I am leaving. I'm retiring next year. So, with great eagerness and great enthusiasm, I'm able to come with passion to receive him as one who is just coming. But this also comes with a lot of burden. That ministry in our day, or ministry today, I want to say, is different from ministry in our day. And it's as if the church has lost her essence as a role model for the society. And that makes ministry very difficult. I shiver to ask him to come in, because where he is going is where I am. So I know the place. This house was not like this before. This house had been broken and destroyed. This house had been broken into by thieves. This house, this present house. This house is about to collapse. And it is into that house he is entering. A house that is collapsing. And like Haggai asked, he said, who among you saw this house in its first building? And how does it look now? He's entering a house that is collapsing. And those of us who saw it collapsing and were walking out of it, we're putting our two hands on our head and say, hey. Restoring the ancient landmarks. I asked again and again, what do you say this meeting is all about and this ministry is all about? Mending me. That's to assume that there are things that are mendable. Certain damages are beyond men's. Restoring the ancient and the old landmarks. That presupposes that there has been a damage. And we are not going to be pretending about it. There's a damage. I'm a grandfather. There's a damage. A complaint was given to me by one of the leading churches in this country with me that I should handle. How do I handle? A senior pastor up there impregnated a girl down there. And when the pregnancy was coming out, the pastor decided to eliminate the girl and the pregnancy to cover evidence. And he's still preaching on Sunday. It's also the one that buried the girl. It's also the one that helped the parents to organize the funeral. And across the board, in Ilorin, I had to intervene in a matter in which a reverend father snatched the wife of his member. Father, And things that are happening today, which in our olden days will not be there. You find a general overseer has divorced his wife, and he's still the general overseer. And the church is full every Sunday, as if we have no Bible. There are certain things we have just decided to look away from, and taking the risk of continuing to run the kingdom affairs like that. Risk, because we will soon get to a place where you will be turned back. Because it's there in the Bible that whoever cannot run his house cannot run the church, and you are running the church by force. So at the end of the day, it's your church. It's not Jesus' church. A lot of churches I see around, they are not Jesus' churches. It's the pastor's church. Is it not scary that the World Council of Churches released papers about the state of the Nigerian church? That out of the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 of them are Nigerians. But out of the 10 richest churches in the world, there's no Nigerian church there. Hey, get in control. So. It's worrisome. It calls for concern. World Council of Churches. Out of the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 are Nigerians. And then, out of the 10 richest churches in the world, no Nigerian church is in the number. Restoring Haitian. Last week I was in Dublin. I was in Irish, Republic of Ireland. And I went to preach in a Roman Catholic university that was built about 200 years ago. The Roman Catholic Church is the richest church in the world. The Pope has no private jet. Whenever the Pope wants to travel, in January, they make a list of his itinerary for the year. You are going to have to patiently listen to me and endure me. Because some of you are not going to be comfortable with some of the things I'm saying. Because some of you are preparing and praying and fasting so that you will soon buy a private jet as a man of God. Please go ahead and buy it. But listen, the richest church in the world is the Roman Catholic Church. I preached in a Roman Catholic university last week in Dublin. The Pope developed his itinerary for the year and give it to Alitalia, the Italian national carrier. That so month, the pontiff and his entourage will be going to Philippines. They will be returning so date. Carry them. So month, the Pope and the cardinals, they're going to the Caribbean. Take them and bring them back. The Alitalia has the itinerary and they run it as an airline. And when you Pentecostals come up with some of the stuff and the brandishing and the financial recklessness that you have put the tithes and offerings of the people into, and also recklessness in the use of power, both spiritual and otherwise, the Roman Catholic people are laughing. I live in Ilorin, I live among Muslims and I walk among them. It's easier to convert a Muslim than to convert a Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic will be looking at you and laughing. In Dublin, where I was last week, St. Patrick is all over the town, signboards and so on and so forth. St. Patrick is a Roman Catholic priest. And he ordered all the snakes in the Republic of Ireland to gather, and they gathered. And he ordered all of them to crawl into the sea, and they did. The Republic of Ireland is the only country in the world today that has no snake. A man of God crawled them into the sea, and he's a Roman Catholic. Mommy and I were passing through Paris on Monday. And Mommy pointed to the wall and said, "See the picture of Father Dennis." Father Dennis. Father Dennis was a Roman Catholic clergyman. And he used to come to preach in a square in Paris, dressed in his cassock. And one man walked up to him and said, "Don't come here to preach again. We don't want to see you around here. Don't come and talk about Bible here." And Father Dennis will not hear. The last time Father Dennis preached in the square in Paris, the man arrived with a knife and was sitting to one side of the square and sharpening his knife while Father Dennis was preaching. The noise of the sharpener will attract Father Dennis all the time, so he takes a glance at him. And the man also take a glance at him. "You will soon hear from me." And then he will be sharpening. And when he was done with the sharpening, he sharpened it so sharply he didn't want to throw the knife twice. So he went to Father Dennis and told him, "We've told you not to come here to preach, you refuse." Wham! One swing. Father Dennis' head dropped down. And Father Dennis himself picked his head in his hands. And the head continued to preach. And the head was saying, "I have not finished talking." The man put his knife down and ran away. And Father Dennis carried his head in his hands and trekked for miles. And his head was still preaching in his hand. Until blood finished in the body of Father Dennis and he collapsed and died with his head in his hand. You go to Paris today, you ask of the blood street. The blood street is that street where the blood of Father Dennis stained the whole road till he died. And where he died, the Roman Catholic people went and built a cathedral there and put a sculpture of Father Dennis in front of that cathedral with his head in his hands. So when you Pentecostals are talking about signs and wonders, the Roman Catholic people are laughing. And so much has been, and is that not the same Roman Catholic today that churning out millions of dollars to pacify abused members? This house is collapsing. And there is the need for God to raise people to address the body. Sometimes rehabilitation, restructuring, repairs can be very costly. To return us to a former state, to ask that the house be put in a rehabilitation, get workers to remove the roofing sheet that is leaking and put another one, strengthen the pillars, and so on and so forth. It's a great work. The kind of ministry that we are gathering around this morning is a great work. And I have wept and wept on this because there are more who are damaging it than those who are repairing it. Those who are damaging it have the social media to their advantage. They have money to their advantage. They have education to their advantage. They have seized the front lines of public news and media. Those who are repairing it don't have money. Those who are repairing it are conservative. Those who are repairing it are looked at as primitive. So the damage to the house of God, those who are repairing it, they are fewer than those who are damaging it. Those who are damaging it are doing it daily, day and night. And they are not stopping. To have this man volunteering to throw himself into the repair network is a very daring one. People in repair ministry are hated. People in repair ministry, they are hated. Because there are those who are benefiting from the spoilage. And they don't want to see repairers around. Was it last month? There was a PFN biennial conference in Abuja. And I was invited as one of the speakers. So I got there. I was to speak on a Thursday and a Friday. And then one of the officials walked up to me and said, sorry, sir, in fact, the way this meeting is going, we might not be able to accommodate your message today. Please, we would move you to tomorrow, please. I said, okay. Then they went and announced to the public that Reverend Omolehin is here, but he will not be able to speak today. He will speak tomorrow. Then there was a noise across the auditorium. So I arrived again early the next day and sat down, waiting to be called. They called 4 people to speak. Some of these people spoke yesterday. And then an official again walked up to me and said, in fact, the way this meeting is going, sir, sorry, sir, we will not be able to allow you to speak. I returned to Ilorin without speaking. That's where we are now. At my age, look at me. Where is my senior among them? I was skimmed out. They brought me. They were the ones who even came to the airport to pick me. They lodged me in the hotel. And I got to the meeting and they didn't let me speak. But that's not an issue to me because I am not looking for a place to preach. Not at all. I am overwhelmed. I'm a global spiritual personality as I speak. So I'm not looking for where PFN will put me to preach. No. But for that to happen to me tells me about the state of the church. People in the repair work are endangered species. Because there are those who don't want, they are making money from the way it is. They are the ones who, the Pharisees, they are the ones who killed Jesus. Because when Jesus came and was bringing new stuff, and Jesus was becoming more popular, and the status quo people are moving away from the status quo. They saw Jesus as a threat, and they eliminated him. So as you see me, I'm now becoming very selective in the kind of places I go. This young man who is coming into the kind of work that he has chosen he is like signing his death warrant. Because there are those who don't want repair. They don't want restoration. You know, something damaged it to bring it to the way it is. That thing that damaged it and brought it to the way it is has not finished with it. So if you are coming to repair it, they don't want to see a person like you around. The reason I'm saying this is because of the kind of support that this type of work needs. Because the spoilers will fight back. The destroyers will fight back. They will see you and even handshake you and say, well done, God is using you. But what is inside them is bitter. They don't want to see a person like you around. Everybody who is here in this meeting, I'm asking you to recognize the risk that is involved in a repair ministry, in a restoration ministry, in a corrective ministry. If a house is collapsing and you want to go in to fix it, as you are inside, you must also know that some of the ceiling can fall on top of your head. As you are entering, you must also know that some of the planks may fall on your head. That is the risk factor involved in restoration work.